My knowledge of Japanese is limited to video games and anime. Looks like a serious risk. Didn't expect that. The tanks are reasonably safe. It's empty.
My head's burning.
Everyone's busy in the engine room. Open porthole. Open porthole.
Strangers like a ghost, here and not here. Can't keep them safe.
There's no way I can repair the radio. With communications out, there's no way to get weather warnings or to call for help. Interesting. This new maser shows the risk of people, too. Interesting. This new maser shows the risk of people, too. And the captain is a risk. He doesn't seem to be in possession of all his faculties.
Too slow. Why are we going this slow?
The captain drew German warships everywhere. It looks like something was torn away. The captain must have hidden it somewhere. He'll just throw me in the brig. Actually, that can help me. Hey! Hey, Captain Crackers! Here I am! Free as a bird!
What is happening, Unger? The spy! The sniveling Swiss female spy! Arrest her! And Unger, this time the little scruff stays arrested. They'll never follow.
Pills. Lots of pills. Nothing to do now but wait for Darwin.
Mr. Unger is blocking Darwin's access to the door. Not Thomas is trapped inside. She will drown when the ship sinks.
Well, if it isn't our little feathered friend.
Begging your pardon, is Mr. Unger addressing Darwin?
Yes, Mr. Unger is. If Darwin's your name. And I'm afraid you'll have no luck this time.
No luck?
No one gets in and no one gets out. Not as long as I'm standing here.
But the captain is calling for Mr. Unger on the deck.
Nice try for a bag of bolts, but the captain gave me strict orders. I'll be in the brig myself if that Swiss spy gets out again.
This might sound forward, but isn't guard duty a demotion for a first mate?
Save it, whirligig. The captain put me here only because the crew is sick.
Perhaps Mr. Unger will be sick soon also.
Oh, no you don't. It's just the hay for the donkeys. I'm allergic to hay.
First mate has become ill.
Achoo! No, you're wrong, Rattlegears.
Sick?
No.
Power is declining. The crew quarters are abandoned. Cheep, chirp, click. Cheep?
Aww.
Apologies, good sir. Darwin sees he is busy with important ship's business.
Who? Me? What's it to you?
It's nothing to Darwin, he assures him. It's just that he wanted to ask him a favor.
You talk funny, even for a gadget.
Thank you, good sir. As does the good sir. Even for a human.
So what is this favor you're asking?
He was hoping the good sir would kindly place some hay in the corridor. Mr. Unger would be highly appreciative.
I might, but on one condition.
And what would that be?
I'm tired of playing checkers by myself.
Darwin's move, humble apologies. But the good sir did ask.
How much hay do you want?
The donkey man kept his promise. Why is Mr. Unger not affected? There is too much fresh air in the corridor. Power is declining. Yes, closing this will exacerbate Mr. Unger's hay fever.
You, don't touch that.
If Mr. Unger wishes the porthole open, he may open it himself.
I can't. I can't leave my post.
Not Thomas is trapped inside. Perhaps Mr.
Oh, no you don't. It's just the hay for the donkey.
First mate has become
Achoo!
sick. Humans do not linger near explosive tanks. Humans do not linger near explosive tanks. It is out of scale with this reality. Doctor? Sato, the hay has made Mr. Unger unwell.
Mr. Unger?
Oh, no. I'm not sick. It's that bird, that confounded contraption. Achoo! Achoo!
Sneezing?
He's going to pick the lock. He's going to set her free.
And coughing? You're relieved of duty, Mr. Unger. Report downstairs immediately for an examination.
But...
Doctor's orders.
Now is Darwin's chance.
You are the cleverest bird I have ever known.
Compliment accepted.
Hiding between two giant explosive tanks. If Mom found out, she would explode. I brought you the medicine. Perfect. Oh, no. What? They can't help the men at this point. The pills are placebos. Why are the captain... If I get you your medicines, will you help me relieve the captain of his duties? To the extent of the law. It's empty. Nothing hidden there. Doc said they're just sugar pills. Doc said they're just sugar pills. That doesn't make sense.
The stranger knew about the warships.
Illogical.
No, nothing.
Not a great idea.
They'll not take this ship if I have a say in it.
No, sorry.
I can hear that claptrap bird, too.
Too risky.
Never been sick a day in my life.
No way! I have no idea how to make that work. Interesting. That single donkey over there isn't a risk, but this large group of donkeys is. Does that mean donkeys are dangerous in gangs? Here, sweet treats for your donkey. The donkey group made a mess of that area. It's almost like the donkeys were guarding something. Hope you're not prone to seasickness. Thank Thomas you don't smell, Darwin.
Darwin is happy to let Not Thomas smell for both of us.
There's something hidden in the hay. It's a book. A logbook. The captain's logbook. It shows he was healthy at the start of the voyage. You can watch him descend into madness.
Ghost spies sent to drive my crew insane. I should burn this, I know. But I'll recover my senses, and I'll want a record of my tribulations. Freezing and burning.
Now why would I do that?
The straits are a minefield.
Good idea, but not here. Good idea. Maybe later.
Got to.
Does fit, but I don't want to return it.
That stranger warned me.
Evidence that the captain went mad.
Thank you. This is important.
Mutiny?
Oh, no. But on foot.
Interesting. This new mesa shows the risk of people, too. Strange. Why is that dangerous? With communications out, there's no way to get weather warnings or to call for help.
Can't trust us.
The captain is as big a risk as ever. No surprise there.
Eyes in the back of my head.
The captain's awfully concerned about that thing. Darwin, what is that?
The nautical term is binnacle. It holds the ship's compass.
I see a little glass bottle and metal jars set to trap anyone reaching inside. Now, if I hold the jars, reverse the pin inside, and move the spring here, I've reversed the trigger for the booby trap. Let's hope this works.
7 sailors dead already. I know everything I need to know. Son of a... More spies! Sounds worse than I thought. I'll lock them all up. The entire German warfare won by traitorous warships. And they thought they could fool me. It's... Achoo!
I got a blood sample.
Yes, I see. Well done.
Does the blood sample prove he's sick?
Yes. And with the logbook you found, we have enough evidence.
Unger! Unger, listen to me! You and that fool doctor are traitors! You're dead! Do you hear me? Dead! Even if you survive the German attack, you'll both hang for this! Unger!
I've got to change course for Singapore right away. Oh!
Congratulations, Anna. You're a genuine talent. All you have to do now is turn the ship and you're home free. Are you sure you want to do that, Anna?
Why wouldn't I be sure?
Many lives depend on the decision you make.
How can you stand by and watch people die?
Over the next 2 years, more than 50 million people are going to die from the Spanish flu pandemic. And this ship is infested with it.
Did you infect them?
I understand. You're still upset about the theater. Upset enough to think me capable of such an act.
Will sinking this ship stop the flu?
It will stop it in Singapore in this winter during this war. That's already a great accomplishment.
Can we bring back a cure from the future?
The 1918 strain has no vaccine.
We're scientists! We have a lab!
We'd need 1,000 years and 1,000 lives to rid the world of every risk.
How do you know, Father?
Your risk atlas is a toy next to mine. I could see it all. Deep into the past and far into the future. It's a tremendous responsibility and perhaps a terrible, terrible burden. Very special people can live with this.
What was that?
Let's call it another lesson in saving lives using the risk atlas.
Saving lives?
Choosing who lives and who dies is not so simple as you suppose, my child. Sometimes to save thousands of lives, one must sacrifice a small few.
Is that smoke? You sabotaged this ship?
This is a plague ship. If it reaches port in Singapore, 43,218 people will die who otherwise wouldn't. That's 43,218 lives in a single turn of a wheel. So you see, I have... You have the moral responsibility to stop it.
You're really scaring me now, Father. Can't we just go back home and stop all this nonsense about the risk atlas?
There is no hope for the likes of us, Anna.
Is this really happening?
You're finally starting to understand the implications, child.
Why is the future our responsibility? Thomas told me about Edgar. The power of the risk atlas changed him. I'm worried the same thing is happening to you.
You've been talking to Thomas somehow, but you don't understand. I'm afraid Thomas never recovered from the loss of his daughter. He's no longer in possession of his proper faculties. His own son had to send him away.
That can't be true.
I'm sorry, Anna, but it's time you knew the family's secrets. He's quite hopeless. Like this ship.
But what about the people who aren't sick?
You will get sick trying to rescue them.
What about all those donkeys?
Anna, you're stalling now.
The doctor. Can we at least take her?
She's sick too. 3 days.
There must be another way.
There is no other way for us. That is what I'm trying to teach you. I know this is hard for you, Anna, but I assure you, it's too late for heroics. Save yourself.
Darwin, remind me to get one of those. This is tragic, but there's nothing I can do. I need to find a mirror.
Abandoned ship! Miss, you first.
No, take the sick. Help me move them. Put these on. Take
Pepper's
the crates
ghost.
from the brig.
I can use
Oh,
the
let him
glass
out,
of the
for
bridge
God's
for my
sakes.
reflection from the light of those flares.
Go out the portholes.
Warships! I told you!
Pepper's
Captain,
ghost.
this way.
I can
I
use the
go
glass
down
of the
with my
bridge for my
ship.
reflection from the light of those
Did
flares.
someone see Anna? Anna!
Nothing useful about it. This inverted Swiss flag does little to reassure me. And someone made sure we can't radio for help. You've heard of the middle of nowhere? Well, we're headed for the middle of it. With communications out, there's no way to get... strange. Why is that dangerous? With communications out, there's no way to get weather warnings. Strange. Why is that dangerous? Pepper's ghost! I can use the glass of the bridge for my reflection from the light of those flares. And I thought the storm at home was scary.
Get the flares!
Darwin, I need to talk to Thomas right now.
No, don't touch that. It took weeks to... Leave me alone.
Thomas?
Anna, I'm here.
My father sank a ship with everyone on board. I'm afraid the Risk Atlas drove him mad, just like Edgar.
Don't despair, Anna. Perhaps it's not too late to save your father. I think I've worked out a way to travel back to your time, but you will need to make a new mesa for Darwin using...
Where do I find Tantalite?
White Queen's Castle, the King's Bishop 8. Quickly, before the storm passes. We have to use its energy with the crystals.
How can Darwin bring you here? Aren't you trapped in the future? In an asylum?
Tantalite crystals have extraordinary properties. In their pure form, I couldn't control their power. That's why I hid them from Edgar. But Darwin's topaz crystal will limit the danger.
How do I make a mesa?
Remove Darwin's mesa and break it.
Huh?
Make him a better one. Mix Darwin's topaz crystals with tantalite. Then put this mixture in a new mesa tube and plug it back in him. This should amplify his power by a factor of several hundred without emitting harmful levels of gamma radiation.
Can Darwin take that kind of power?
It is a risk.
How big a risk?
You would need Edgar's atlas to say for certain, but not all risks are to be avoided, Anna. Some risks need to be taken. If you want me there. Your father, this is one risk you'll have to take.
Okay, I'll make a new mesa for Darwin.
And I shall prepare for travel.
Meet back here. Did you get all that?
Remove Darwin's maser. Mix crystals with tantalite. Insert new maser.
Let's go down to the workshop.